Another. Be me. See two dudes. Acting shifty and one dude hands other friend a wad of cash. Dude who got cash comes up to counter and wants AK. Before I can even say no he slaps ID on counter. Check ID. Fucking expired in 2010. 2023. Do you have a more current license? Dude says no and they storm off together. One day later. Fat ugly meth Latina comes up to counter on her phone and I hear her say yeah I'm here, I'll let you know. Do you guys got any AKs? I point to the two I have. She grabs one after I handed it to her. Holding it like Somalian pirate, this bitch doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. I'll take it, slaps ID on counter like the other guy. Customer service mode activate. I do apologize ma'am but I cannot sell this to you, I have to suspect you're purchasing it for someone else based on the phone conversation I overheard. Starts completely spurging out, says she's checked every other AK in town and this one particular one is the only one she likes. Tell her no again. Storms off and calls someone they wouldn't sell it to me. Comes back and demands manager. Manager is bro so he says no as well if he denied it I have to back him up. Cunt decides to talk to store manager and asks to arrange meeting. Never shows back up. I also almost got capped with a .380, had some boomer buy a micro 9 for a bear gun and many others. Don't treat gun shop employees as anything other than a retail worker. Gun shop employees who act high and mighty for having the privilege of selling guns are mega faggots. I'll chime in with a few. Be me. Gun counter fag. Some dude wants a Ruger Precision in 6.5. Say sure but he leaves. Was with his like 80-year-old mother-in-law. Get call. Yes I want Ruger 6.5. I say we have one. Can you price match with Sportsman's? Yes. Okay I get ID and come now, Eastern Euro accent. I'm sorry ma'am but I know that the gun is not for you and is instead for that gentleman you were with earlier. Only knew it was her voice because when I folded the stock she acted like it was broken. Okay have a good day. 3 hours later. Really hot lady and old man come in. Yes, I want the Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor and can you guys price match with Sportsman's? Fucking old dude with same accent as the lady. Unfortunately I'm going to not sell this firearm because I have gotten 2 calls about it and just today and considering it has been sitting here for well over a year, I can only assume it is for the gentleman who initially asked to see it earlier. 8/10. Lady pipes in are you saying my dad can't buy it? He's gonna use IT for like, long rang. I do apologize ma'am but committing a straw purchase is a felony which can lead to 15 years in prison and risk of our store losing its FFL. But he's lived here for like 60 years. Regardless, it has nothing to do with him not being born in the United States. I do apologize. Cunt leaves. MFW. Fuck you felon fag, I'm not losing my job because you want to overpay for a fucking shit rifle. Be me. Sleeping in bed. Hear loud bang from duplex neighbor's side of the house. Try to go back to sleep. Hear second louder bang that literally shakes the house. WTF mode activated. Grab my gun and flashlight from nightstand. Go out to check front and backyard and nothing but my skivvies. Nothing in front yard, go to check backyard. Nothing. Walking back to my front door when I hear the unmistakable noise of a police radio. Cop rounds the corner of the building and sees me. I immediately tell him I live here, I have a gun, and I'm just gonna set it on the ground and step back. He thanks me for letting him know, walks over and picks up my gun and holsters it, no idea why he had 2 holsters. I give my side of the story, and about 15 minutes later he knocks on my door to give my gun back. Thanks me again for how I handled the situation. Turns out my neighbors broke up with her boyfriend that day, and he came by that night and threw bricks through her windows. I can only imagine what that cop thought when he saw me in nothing but my underwear with a gun and a flashlight though. Be me, got to new LGS recommended by brother. Walk in, it's like 60% fishing supplies with tear gas behind the counter. See 2 clerks, both with Uncle Mike's steer appendix carry holsters. one carrying a revolver. Other carrying a what looks like Ruger LCP without mag. Need a FCG group for 3D printed GAT, tell clerk. Clerk looks at me like I've got a dick growing out of my forehead. Point down at case where the loose parts I need are, tell him exactly what I want. He asks, oh, do you mean a lower parts kit? Immediately disappointed and brother, just nod my head and buy an overpriced lower kit since I don't want to drive 45 minutes back to my usual store and then 30 minutes home. Leave, never going back. Be me several years ago. 18 years/0 Burton fresh out of high school. Camping on Crown Land with retard friends. Loaded SKS leaning up against Muford Ranger. Open liquor, weed, mushrooms on table. I don't do drugs but my friends did. 2 out of the 4 of us tripping absolute nutsack. Female fish cop pulls up. All fuck.png. She says hello, asks if we're having a good time, stay safe etc. Reciprocate niceness and tell her to have a good one. She smiles, waves, drives off. She saw everything and could have busted us for so much shit, but decided to not be a cunt. That was my only good experience with a female cop. Since then I go much deeper in the woods to camp and shoot. More for the masses. Be me. Underpaid LGS fag. Guy comes up to counter wearing 5.11 assault pack with an open carry Sagam 17. FFS. Asks if I have any .28 Nosler. I tell him that I do not and try to make small talk about how it sucks that you can't find that anywhere. Proceeds to retard rage about how he's spent $3,000 making a distance gun chambered in .28, including buying a Ken for it, and can't find any ammo. Something like I have spent $3,000 making a sniper, real word choice, so I can shoot enemies, again, real, at a mile but I can't find any fucking ammo for this POS rifle. Do you know how it feels knowing that you can't get any fucking ammo for your gun? Man-child vet bro fag storms off. 2 hours later get 5 boxes of .28 Nosler and happily sell all of it to a boomer who was polite and grateful that he found some for cheap. Get fucked? Be me. Gunsmith at LGS. Have a customer who collects movie, TV guns. He always has me clean them thoroughly for display. One day he comes in with James fucking Bond's Walter from Octopussy. Usual routine, clean it up for display. I start spurging out and humming, loudly, the Bond theme while corner checking with the Walter. Boss comes around the corner and catches me. He just shakes his head, turns around and goes back to the sales floor. Pick related is almost exactly the expression my boss had. Be me working at range, rental counter. Mid-20s Puerto Rican with a high point 995 comes in with his father and buys a couple of targets and heads out on the range. Next group of people is a redneck family with a mom, dad, and 2 sons and I begin getting them targets and guns from the rental cabinet. About 3 minutes later Puerto Rican suddenly comes walking with a purpose off the range. I think I shot myself. Dude clearly has a through and through right in the middle of his left hand and is leaking blood all over the wood laminate floor. Co-worker old fag that was a medic in Nam comes over and starts giving the retard first aid. Me and every other adult's face when the 9-year-old redneck child says loud enough for everyone in the store to hear that's what happens when you don't follow the rules of firearm safety. Be me. 15. Go to GameStop. 1 GTA 5 please. Sorry, you're not 17 you can't buy it. Mom, oh I'm his mother I'll buy it for him. Actually that's a straw purchase and I can't sell it to you either. Fuck you LMAO.